Who dares trespass on my territory? Wait, is that a camera? Hi everyone. Actually, I haven't done my makeup yet. The Jellyfish class is one of the strangest contenders in the ocean meta, representing the Cnidarian guild. This build completely skips the whole skeleton and brain system. No bones, no brain, yet it's been around for over 500 million years. Its body structure is minimal: gel tissue, venomous tentacles, and a propulsion system powered by simple contractions. Low HP, but packing one of the deadliest weapons in the marine meta: paralysis-inducing venom. Its signature move, those ultra-long tentacles with the contact damage perk. Touch it, and you're instantly slapped with severe debuffs. Some endgame builds can even one-shot high-level players. It doesn't have real eyes, but it does come with light sensors, just enough for navigation or drifting with the current. Gameplay strategy: full stealth plus passive movement. It lets the environment do most of the heavy lifting, striking only when something makes the mistake of getting too close. Looking for a build that's near immortal, low maintenance, and can make predators rage quit just by bumping into it? The Jellyfish class is built for that. Here are the Jellyfish class's stats. This build thrives thanks to a combo of deadly passives that few predators are willing to test. Unlike most predators, Jellyfish don't invest in muscle, speed, or even brain power. Instead, they focus on two key aspects: venom damage and survivability enhancements. The standout feature? Immortality. Some builds can literally reset their age by reverting to the polyp stage, making them practically immune to the late-game death screen. For offense, their primary weapon is the Tentacle Whip, equipped with the contact damage ability. One touch means instant stun plus damage over time. A few high-level builds can even one-shot mammal mains with insanely potent toxins, straight up delete on hitbox contact. Defense? Glass tank with reflect damage. No armor, no dodge systems, but they compensate with a transparency buff for aquatic stealth and minor self-healing capabilities. Overall, attack A, defense, C+, mobility, D, stealth, A, survivability, S. If you're looking for a build that's slow, toxic, and makes enemies rage quit just for touching the hitbox, the Jellyfish class is hands down one of the most annoying picks in the entire ocean meta. Based on their overall power level, here's my Jellyfish tier ranking. Freshwater Jellyfish. Freshwater Jellyfish are the textbook example of a build that exists purely to flex biodiversity rather than actually impact the meta. Damage output? Practically zero. Their venom is so weak it barely registers outside of harassing ultra-low-level mobs. Against any real predator, its attack is nothing more than a cosmetic debuff, completely negligible. On top of that, this build hard limits itself to tiny maps with scarce resources and insane competition from higher-tier picks like predatory fish, crabs, and even insects. No mobility to roam, no DPS to contest territory. Nothing in its kit makes predators think twice. So yeah, Freshwater Jellyfish comfortably sits at F tier. Comb Jellyfish. Next up, I'm putting Comb Jellyfish in D tier. Why? First off, zero venom. That means they've completely forfeited the Jellyfish class's signature weapon, the ability to debuff and delete players with a single touch. No stun, no doty. Their entire moveset boils down to one combo: filter feeding away from keyboard mode. Comb Jellyfish opt to farm EXP by swallowing plankton and micro prey. That strategy is fine if your only goal is to survive the early game, but in a meta packed with bloodthirsty predators and insane mobility builds, having literally no form of offense makes you nothing more than a floating loot bag. The only reason to pick this build? Aesthetic points. Comb Jellyfish pull off a stunning rainbow light show by refracting light through their cilia. Gorgeous, sure, but aesthetics don't win PvP. Sea Nettle Jellyfish. Sea Nettle has enough stats to be a nuisance in PvE, but it completely lacks the burst damage needed to climb the PvP ladder. Its venom is decent against fish mains, inflicting moderate DOT and a slight slow, but it's nowhere near lethal for any high-level predator. What makes this build unique is its tentacle AoE spread. With a wide attack radius, it can tag multiple targets without precision aiming. It makes them a frustrating trap build for newbie players. So, I put it in C tier. Moon Jellyfish. Sharing the same rank is the Moon Jellyfish. It is the default skin of the Jellyfish class. No special perks, just weak venom and the ability to survive in various coastal maps. Low DPS, 0 CC, and no significant AoE. Honestly, this build exists purely for basic farming and is a terrible pick for any form of serious PvP. Next up in B tier, we've got Flower Hat Jelly and Lagoon Jelly. Flower Hat Jelly goes for a hybrid playstyle. Its tentacles come with mild venom and a sticky lure effect that can snag small fish. On top of that, its flashy skin grants a bonus evasion buff by confusing certain predators, a straight-up style over meta pick that somehow performs surprisingly well in coastal maps. Alongside Moon Jelly is the Lagoon Jelly, a true niche strategy build. It plays into the eco-synergy meta, partnering with algae mains to gain an energy buff via the photosynthesis DLC. This strat shines in shallow water maps with strong sunlight. Instead of going full predator mode, it opts for a self-sustaining loop, letting it tank damage and survive when resources are scarce. If you want to dominate cold water maps as the zone control boss, Lion's Mane Jellyfish is your go-to pick. This is a true giga build in the Jellyfish meta, sporting an enormous hitbox. With tentacles over 30 meters long, it turns the entire map into a walking minefield for any player passing through. Its venom won't one-shot mammal mains, but it can easily out-DPS most fish mains while applying slow debuffs to predators lacking mobility. The downside? It's easily detected and often hard countered by turtle mains or sunfish troll builds. With all that said, Lion's Mane firmly sits in A tier. Next up, the Box Jellyfish, arguably one of the most broken builds in the ocean meta. It boasts absurd DPS, a rare mobility buff thanks to muscle-like structures, and venom that can delete mammal mains in just a few hits. Its signature skill, Contact Damage, Neurotoxic Shock, inflicts paralysis plus massive DOT, enough to trigger Rage Quit on any player who touches its hitbox. On top of that, it's faster than nearly every other build in its class, making it extremely hard to kite. For those reasons, Box Jellyfish has an A tier locked down without question. Whenever HP drops too low or old age kicks in, this build just reverts to its polyp stage, effectively hard resetting its lifespan like it's running a cheat code. It's immune to the death screen unless you hard kill it. Requires 0 APM, yet manages to exist for millions of years. No flashy moves, no DPS, but this survivability hack earns it a spot in S tier. Perfect pick for players who'd rather play infinite survival mode than sweat in ranked PvP. Next, Nomura's Jellyfish. This is an ultra-massive build, weighing up to 200 kilograms with a 2-meter diameter. It doesn't rely on burst DPS, but its tankiness plus swarm synergy can completely break the ocean meta when they spawn in huge numbers. The real kicker? At critical mass, they hard counter the fishing industry mains by clogging nets, wrecking gear, and crashing the entire economy meta. Basically, they turn into a PvE world boss event. Jellyfish might be the kings of survival meta, rocking venom strong enough to delete fish mains and sporting hitboxes the size of underwater minefields. But even zone control bosses have their hard counters. Turtle is the #1 hard counter for most jellyfish builds. It comes with the venom immunity perk, plus keratin armor lining the throat, letting it swallow tentacles without taking a single HP tick. No DPS trade needed, just open mouth and spam swim to delete the target. In this matchup, jellyfish are basically auto-feed. There's zero escape tech in their kit to counter this. Next up, crabs are a nasty counter in coastal maps. Their natural armor completely blocks weak DOT from jelly venom, while their pincer combo can shred that squishy core in just a few hits. They don't need mobility, just camp and wait for jelly mains to drift into grab range. Downside, can't roam deep sea maps. This is strictly a coastal matchup. Finally, humans aren't just a counter, they're a meta breaker for the entire jellyfish class. With skill tree unlocks like fire, weapon crafting, and DLC tech like fishing gear and wetsuits, humans turn every jelly build from predator to resource node. Worse, they spam habitat destruction and deploy jelly-proof nets, hard deleting entire builds from the ocean meta. During Nomura Swarm events, humans even flip the script into a minigame. How fast can you clear this laggy ocean server? Looks like the jellyfish class has been running wild in the ocean meta. Devs just dropped a patch aimed at a full-scale rework of the system. Freshwater jellyfish is in meme tier because it spawns in lake maps with low DPS and practically zero venom value. New patch. Unlock a passive mini-stun on tentacles, giving them some utility. Comb jellyfish. Zero venom. Mostly just flexing its light show cosmetic, pure style. No substance. Planned buff. Add a slow aura when spamming cilia movement, allowing it to outplay low-tier predators. Sea nettle will be increased pain, dote duration, making it a stronger counter against small mammal mains. Next, moon jellyfish is too bland for the current meta, needs a buffed spawn rate in coastal maps, and adds a minor heal on hit passive to keep it relevant in the early game. The new patch of Flower Hat Jelly buffs tentacle durability and extends the slow duration from its sticky effect, letting it actually control the combat zone instead of just being map decoration. Lagoon Jelly relies on algae DLC. Increase photosynthesis's passive efficiency, improving sustainability in shallow water maps, and boosting energy regeneration while camping in light zones. Lion's Mane still gets hard trolled by turtle mains. Dev decided to nerf tentacle length to reduce PvP griefing, but buff DOT venom to keep its zone control role intact. Box Jellyfish is currently the broken build of the tropical map, insane DPS, and neurotoxin OP. Nerf paralysis debuff duration and increase cooldown between venom procs. The Immortal Jellyfish's updated version limits the number of resets and adds a fatigue bar for respawn spam. Away from keyboard infinite mode without skill is dead. Finally, nerf spawn rate in boss events, but buff HP scaling. So when it spawns, Nomura's Jellyfish is still a full-blown PvE threat. Summary. Nerf OP builds. Buff utility and niche value for forgotten builds. Fix infinite respawn exploits to keep things fair. Jellyfish mains your builds just got reworked. Adapt, or get ready to become free EXP for turtle and crab mains.